In late October 2021, investigators inside a regional cybercrime laboratory gathered around a forensic review monitor, examining what appeared to be the most important piece of evidence in a homicide investigation. The footage came from a newly installed security camera overlooking the underground loading corridor of a private medical logistics facility. The recording showed a man entering a restricted hallway shortly after 2:13 a.m. 21 minutes later. Another figure stumbled into frame before collapsing beside a service elevator. By sunrise, the victim was dead. The footage was unusually clear for industrial surveillance video. The timestamp matched building access records, and the metadata pointed directly to Camera 14A, one of 16 digital IP cameras tied into the facility's network video recorder system. Investigators immediately treated it as the breakthrough that would solve the case. But less than 48 hours later, forensic video analyst Lena Hofstad discovered something impossible. Camera 14A did not officially exist on the night of the murder. Procurement invoices showed the camera had not even shipped from the manufacturer until days later. Contractor records confirmed installation crews mounted the device nearly a week after the homicide. Power over Ethernet activation logs showed the camera first connected to the surveillance network on November 3rd. The murder occurred October 28th. Construction photographs from the renovation period showed the hallway wall completely empty on the night of the crime. No mounting bracket, no conduit, no camera. Yet, somehow, the footage existed. Investigators launched a complete forensic audit of the surveillance system. Analysts extracted the original file from the facility's NVR archive and examined codec structures, compression signatures, timestamp continuity, and packet sequencing. The footage appeared authentic. There were no signs of rendering artifacts or digital tampering. Environmental details aligned perfectly with the scene. But deeper analysis uncovered the first major irregularity. The recording had not originated from the active NVR server. Packet reconstruction suggested the footage had been manually inserted into the archive after the recording was created. Someone had deliberately injected the file into the surveillance system and disguised it as footage from a camera that officially was not operational. Investigators shifted focus toward the installation contractors overseeing the surveillance upgrade. During the review of archive network traffic, forensic technicians discovered that an unknown device had briefly connected to the underground corridor switch node the night before the murder. The device transmitted compressed video packets for several hours before disappearing permanently from the network. Its MAC address matched no registered surveillance hardware inside the facility. Investigators then uncovered overlooked contractor notes referencing temporary diagnostic cameras used during installation testing. None appeared in official inventory records. No serial numbers, retrieval logs, or chain of custody documentation existed. It was as though the devices had been erased from the project entirely. Financial investigators simultaneously uncovered evidence that the victim, logistics coordinator Elias Vorn, had been documenting irregular pharmaceutical shipments linked to millions in diverted inventory. The surveillance upgrade itself may have provided ideal blind spots for organized theft operations moving through restricted corridors. Then investigators found a maintenance photograph taken days before the homicide. Near the ceiling above Elevator B, partially hidden behind exposed conduit, analysts identified a temporary magnetic camera mount connected through an Ethernet cable. The impossible footage had not come from Camera 14A at all. It came from an unauthorized temporary camera connected during the renovation period. After the murder, someone with administrator access inserted the recording into the archive and reassigned it to a future camera installation. The goal was terrifyingly simple. If investigators realized the footage came from a camera that officially did not exist, the evidence itself could appear unreliable or fabricated in court. The contradiction was designed to destroy trust in the recording. But the deception failed because forensic analysts discovered hidden packet timestamps preserved inside the facility's backup failover server. Those timestamps led investigators to Marek Iliev, a network integration specialist overseeing remote access permissions during the upgrade. Financial records linked Iliev to shell companies involved in pharmaceutical diversion schemes. Authorities believed he manipulated the surveillance system after Elias Vorn unexpectedly witnessed unauthorized inventory transfers beneath the facility. 6 months later, Iliev was arrested attempting to flee across the Serbian border using falsified travel documents. The case permanently changed how investigators viewed digital surveillance evidence. Because the footage looked flawless. The hallway was real. The victim was real. The timestamps appeared authentic. Everything pointed toward certainty. Until investigators realized the camera wasn't even there.